What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to Son of Football, guys. There is a massive news on Vinny today that broke out this afternoon by Sky Sport. And then also there's an update on our transfer news almost every day now. Bruno Guimarães. This is going to be every day until someone we're able to bring him in. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today because there is an update on both of them. And these are two of our marquee signings. These are players that we are basically trying to bring in. So we'll talk about them. But before I get into that, guys, please, once again, if you're new here, please subscribe and like the video as well. Share the video as well. Let me know down in the comment section what do you think about this transfer in general. What do you think about Arsenal transfer window? Because I'm getting frustrated at this point. Let's get into it. I'm just going to read what Sky Sport put out there today. Of course, Sky Sport is credible. I'm not usually a kind of fan to say, oh, whatever is on Sky Sport, I don't believe it. But because they're credible, they've been doing this forever. They started all this transfer news. So whatever they put out there, I used to go to Sky Sport a lot in terms of news and transfer news and all of that kind of stuff. It used to be BBC and Sunsport, but we go with Sky Sport, and this is what they put out there today. This is related to Vinny, and this is what they said today. I'm just going to read what they say. Vinicius to stay at Real Madrid. That was the headline, right? Vinicius to stay at Real Madrid beyond this summer. Vinicius will be staying at Real Madrid beyond this summer. Sky Sport News has been told the Spanish club have no intention of selling him and are confident he will agree a new contract. This despite Arsenal interests who are closely monitoring his situation with a year remaining on his current deal. On Monday, Sky Sport News broke the news that further talks over his future between and his representative will take place this week. That is with the intention of making a progress on a new long-term contract at the Bernabeu. Guys, new manager Jose Mourinho is understood to value Vinicius highly and want him to remain one of his top one of his top Galacticos. Guys, this is not new. I just want to say about that. For me, this is not new. For Real Madrid, it would be a mistake. Literally, it would be a mistake to let Vinny go. I don't care what anybody tell me. I don't care what they want. I don't care what they say. Vinny has value. His commercial value alone. Part of the reason why Real Madrid is so massive is because usually they bring in big stars. And when they bring in big stars, the value is there. Commercial value. Think about that for a second, right? Think about it for a second. I don't see Real Madrid trying to let Vinny go. I know no chance they let Vinny go. Vinny is massive. Anybody that signed Vinny is massive. We signed Vinny. Guys, guess what? It's not just us that is going to benefit from Vinny. Think about the Premier League. I keep saying this, and in last video that I made about Vinny, I mentioned this a lot. Vinny will bring attention, not just to Arsenal if we're able to sign him, but to Real Madrid, to the Premier League as well. He's massive. He's a big superstar. There is no way Real Madrid will want to lose Vinny just like that. There's no way. They will want to keep him. Of course they want to keep him. Of course they offer him a new deal. Of course they have been trying to renew his contract. But I think I was listening to TalkSport this morning. Somebody came up there and said part of the reason why Vinny has not been able to re-sign that new deal with Real Madrid is because of image right. These guys, these big superstars like Mbappe. Mbappe has 100% control of his image right. Real Madrid don't have control of his image right. So I guess maybe Vinny wants the same thing because Vinny has 50%. Real Madrid has 50% of his image right. Vinny has 50% of his image right. He may probably just 100% of his image right because I don't think money is the issue here. They're offering him over £400,000 a week. That's a lot of money. So for Real Madrid point of view, I don't think they want to lose Vinny. I think they're trying to re-sign him. That is really good business for them if they are able to re-sign him. But again, Vinny has all the power here. So for me, Sky Sport are always saying that Real Madrid has no intention of selling. Of course, you think Real Madrid is going to come out there and say, oh, we want to sell Vinny. We're not going to be able to re-sign his contract. That's leverage. They're giving leverage away. You don't want to give leverage away. And this is good for Vinny, obviously. A lot of people say, oh, Vinny was using Arsenal as a bait to get Real Madrid to basically improve his deal. I don't think so. That basically tells me something is different. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here that tells me otherwise. Sky Sports saying Real Madrid has no intention of selling. Of course. Why would they want to sell him? Now, for us, I haven't lost hope yet. I know a lot of Arsenal, pretty much, a lot of fans had a meltdown this afternoon when this news came out. Everybody was just like, I said it's pretty much meltdown. YouTube everywhere, sports, Sky Sport everywhere, X, it's just meltdown. I'm not there yet. I still think there is something in this deal for us. I still think so. Because when Sky Sport, here's the issue, guys. Sky Sport put the news out there that Real Madrid has no intention of staying, and Vinny, letting Vinny go. Vinny's going to stay. That's what they're pretty much saying. But guess what? None of the big journalists like Fabrizio or David Onstale or Plattenberg or Ben Jacobs, and none of these guys have been out there talking about that. None. The last news that came out that all of them comment on was Arsenal exploring a move for Vinicius Jr. And that's pretty much it. This news that Sky Sport put out today that Vinny is going to stay, that Real Madrid have no intention of selling him, of course. That's old news. Who wants to get rid of a player like Vinicius? Real Madrid, it would be bonkers for them to get rid of Vinny. There's nobody on planet Earth that plays that left wing better than Vinny, right? His value, it's ridiculous. Not just to Vinny itself, but to the club itself. Think about that. Think about the revenue. No chance. So all this news we're hearing, Vinny's gonna stay. It's not new, guys. It's not new. They want him to stay. That has been the intention, right? Until all the other journalists, if David Onstein come out tomorrow with the news and say Vinny will stay, Real Madrid have agreed, have had pre-agreements already on contract terms and all that kind of stuff, then we've lost hope. But for me, I haven't lost no hope yet. I haven't. So for all the Arsenal fans that are having a meltdown over this, I still think there's something in this for us. Because if Yan Diamande comes to Arsenal, comes to Real Madrid, I don't know where Vinny play. And I can't see Yan Diamande sitting on the bench. That's just not going to happen. Real Madrid is not going to have that. You're not going to put £100 million on a player and keep him on the bench. No chance. So I think they probably are trying to basically increase Vinny's value a little bit more. Nothing else. I think Vinny will leave. I think, for me, he will join Arsenal. I believe that 60%, maybe 40% stay, because it's up to the player as well. Real Madrid really don't have control over this. It's all about Vinny. Whatever Vinny decides is what happens. If Vinny says he's not going to sign a new contract, there's nothing Real Madrid can really do at this point but to say, you know what, you got to go. We're going to sell you because we can't afford to lose you. All of this, Vinny is set to stay at Real Madrid beyond this summer. Real have no intention of selling the Brazilian international and remain confident he will sign a new contract. The latest update and speculation over potential move away from Bernabeu doing this. Come on, guys. This is not new. The last news we had from David Ornstein saying Arsenal exploring that. So that's not new, right? So people need to chill. We need to calm down and give it a few days, at least a week or until Vinny comes back. I don't think he's back from vacation yet. When he comes back, a week from now, we will find out. For me, this is Arsenal last hope. You want to sign a superstar winger, left winger, this is it. There's nobody else available. Unfortunately, we have sat down as Arsenal fans and the club have sat down pretty much. There's nobody left. There's nobody left. So this will be real. I know it was a potential that we will sign him, but still for me, this is it. We have the money to offer Vinny. Can we persuade Vinny? It's just a matter of persuasion. We offer Vinny that he doesn't currently have at Real Madrid. Maybe the superstars, things like that, but it's Bernabeu and things like that. But he will come to Arsenal where he will be seen as God, right? Literally. So I'm not really bothered about this news that Sky is putting their stuff out. That's up to them. But again, for Arsenal fan, we all need to remember that if we don't sign Vinny, there's literally nobody else. The only player I can think about that is available that for me we can get is Barcola. But guess what? Barcola is £140 million. That's what PSG wants. So that's not going to happen, right? Because we're going to say it's too much money. We let Morgan Rogers join Chelsea. Now there's no left winger, right? Beyond Barcola, who else is there? Rafael Leao. For me, it's going to be Rafael Leao or Rashford. That's it. Or we just keep what we have. We keep what we have. Zolis and Martinelli. That's it. There's nothing else left. So all these Arsenal fans, everybody that was saying Morgan Rogers doesn't fit, people they are already saying, Martinelli and Zolis and they are gonna be able to play that. That's it. If we don't sign Vinny, we only have Eze, right? Eze, Martinelli, Zolis. Eze, a lot of these guys are saying Eze can play on the left. Not for me. He doesn't have enough speed. Yes, he can play there at Crystal Palace, but that's pretty much it. At Arsenal, we can't have Eze on the left. I'm sorry. So it's just going to be Martinelli and Zolis. If they don't want, for me, I would easily go get Rafael Leao. People don't value him. Rafael Leao has been playing for a poor AC Milan team, right? AC Milan is not a good team. They didn't even qualify for Champions League. They're poor. So if you bring Rafael Leao and put him in that squad, there's value. Otherwise, you get Rashford, guys. There's no other news there. Like literally, there's left. Otherwise, we still what we have, but that's not the plan. That would be really, really bad if we are not able to get nobody else for that left wing. If we don't get Vinny, let's just have our fingers crossed that Vinny decide basically say it's enough for Real Madrid and he's coming to us. We can pay him. We can, right? Another news, obviously, let's just talk about it real quick. Is Bruno Guimarães. News broke out this afternoon that Talksport that broke out the news this afternoon that Arsenal are pretty much in negotiation with Newcastle now, which is like club to club conversation. And then they're almost agreeing it's getting to an ending here because we've been chasing Bruno Guimaraes all summer. You know, news broke out this afternoon that club are in conversation now that they are almost the end here. Transfer the fee is going to be agreed. It's going to be around £75 million. That's good, guys. It's not Arsenal talks about this afternoon. Arsenal and advanced talk with Newcastle over Bruno Guimaraes transfer. This is not something new. We've been in conversation with these guys for over a month. We just need to get this deal done, guys. I'm really getting tired. The season about to start, right? These guys are supposed to be in preseason. We should have decided on this a long time ago. Pay $180 million. That's pretty much it. That's as far as we can go on that. But it is getting to the end with this one, guys. It's just not that much stuff left anymore. Bruno Guimaraes has become a question on their latest transfer offer is 75 plus 5 million. Yeah, Newcastle expectation in the negotiation believe an agreement between both clubs is likely at this stage. We all know this, right? It was just a matter of time. So hopefully, guys, tomorrow we hear something on this, because it's getting to a point where even the player, I think Bruno is still on vacation. He's still out on his summer break. But he should be back, hopefully, by the end of the week, and then we'll see where we go from here. But these two deals, guys, Arsenal summer transfer window basically hang on these two deals, right? Bruno Guimaraes and Vinicius Jr. We don't sign those two guys, it's a bad window. There's no other way around it. It's 0. It's 0 out of 10. There's no way around it. Yes, we sold Trossard, and then we bring Isolis, yes, as a backup there. But that was not the plan. The plan was Kroenke, just said it. Arteta said after that Champions League final, the disappointment, they all said that we cannot wait for the summer transfer window to come around. To come around and we can go in and sign out. We have identified people. Why we still here, we haven't signed nobody. I still don't understand, right? We are hoping that Vinny decides to leave so we can have somebody there. And after that, you got to think about his wages. It's going to be more than £500,000 a week, which is something that we're going to have to do, right? But it's disappointing. If Vinny don't come in, even if Bruno Guimaraes come in and Vinny don't come in, for me, it's still a bad transfer window. It really is. There is nobody else to be that superstar, right? Except Martinelli and Zolis. Maybe you get Rashford. For me, I would probably go get, Rafael. Guys, that's the news on Arsenal. There's nothing. This is just nothing else about Arsenal currently that is interesting. We keep talking about the same thing. We get linked to all kinds of players and all that kind of stuff. We don't even know. We're not even talking about centre back right now to basically take for Saliba. We're not even talking about center backs are available. Maybe we'll go get Romero. Let's make Spurs a little bit. Let's go get Romero's. I mean, yeah, he's rash in things like that. Maybe that's somebody Arteta can mold, but he's a good center back. On his day, there's not that many in his position, right? He's powerful, he's physical, his aerial ability is next to none. Imagine bringing him in, piss people off. It's gonna piss the Spurs fan off. I don't even see possible. That's an option, right? But yeah, guys, that's it. There's nothing. Let's hope tomorrow something break out. I don't want to talk about Julian Alvarez. For me, it doesn't make sense, right? So that's a dead news, literally for me. People can talk about all they want, but that's a dead news, guys. But that's it, guys. There's nothing else. All right. So once again, before I end this video, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Let me know down in the comment. What do you think? Is Vinny going to come? I still think there's a 60% chance. But let me know what you think. And then are we finally going to push this Bruno Guimaraes deal over the line tomorrow? Because we have to. At this point, it's like it's becoming Bruno Guimaraes and Bruno Guimaraes daily news. Everybody's talking about it, and it's becoming boring. So, but yeah, guys, let me know down in the comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.